Blah my eyes as I. Right now I'm heading to a friend. Little instrumental I'm working on right now. I've already got some vocals recorded on this. Two things I want to get done today is expand a verse or write a second verse to a song that I'm working on. Might be the first song on the album, I don't know yet. And then also record a said verse. And maybe also practice some guitar. Depends if I got time since it's 8 p.m. right now. And I got work tomorrow. So I did not get anything done yesterday, so I'll just be doing the stuff I should have done yesterday, today. Which is writing my verse, recording my verse, and mixing it so it sounds good. Because that's like a problem I'm having, that my vocal recordings just sound like they're over the beat and they're not like dancing with the instrumental, if that makes sense. So this is the little instrumental I'm working on right now. I've already got some vocals recorded on this. Yeah, I think that sounds better. I love like this little drum part. I don't know if it's like a snare, but it's like and then I already have some vocals on here, which I don't know, I don't think they're mixed that well yet. Maybe it's also because I just dislike my own voice, but I think they're like floating above the instrumental and not flowing with it. I'll make it a little louder. I'm not too good at learning concerning myself with searching for a playground with a swing and a climbing tree. Father recover, these knees are made out of rubber. Brother falls me is more tough, mother calls me in. So that's like one verse I've recorded. It's like 45 seconds or something. And then I also have this little random part in here, which I recorded I was at my friend's house. And I was like using his gaming mic to listen to my music. And I used the gaming mic to like record something, and I think it actually sounds kind of cool, like the bad audio quality of it. And I think I'll like put it between my verses to like have a little bridge. I don't know if a bridge only counts if it's an instrumental, but yeah. So after 3 months of working on this album, I was walking down the street one day with a lemonade in my hand, and I kind of like and then like after the ends, I think I'll add the second verse, but I have to record and write all of that first. But I actually want to play some more enunciation or put some more focus on like the entrance of my verse, which will be like after the intro. It goes to this. And then I have like these vocals in the back. The one that's like. So I might add one of those while my verse starts to like lead into it. Guess I'm beaming through the window, light awaken me, cover my head with a pillow, like a wedding beat, not to make another in. I think that's pretty nice. So now I have to write something. Let me get my phone. So I already have like a new part that I'm thinking about adding, possibly to the beginning, like before the first verse. So yeah, I'll actually just record that. My recording setup at the moment is pretty interesting. What I have right now as my mic is this Blue Yeti mic that I have from my dad, which is very sensitive, which makes it kind of hard to record on, but I've battled with it a bit and I think I've been able to make it better. And then my setup is that I take this blanket I got and then I drape it over here. And now I have like a little wall of isolation or noise dampening behind me, because what I found out is that even though I have a wall in front of me, the sound that like mirrors or comes back from the wall when I speak into the mic only goes into the back of it, which isn't a problem because the back of the mic doesn't take up that much audio, but the front of the mic is the problem. So the problem would be if I would speak to the wall and it would come back from the wall and then come back from something that's behind me and go into the front of the mic. So that's why I have a blanket behind me. I have no idea if this works, but that's what I've been doing, and I feel like my audio's gotten better. But it's definitely still in the process of getting better. Good. So now I can hear the music in my headphones. Because when I'm recording, I don't want the music from the computer also going into my mic. Morning always seemed like a scene in the beach sand. Warming as I clean my whole room and my nightstand. Okay. It's not that long of a verse, it shouldn't be complicated, so. Walking down the street with ice cream in my right hand, talking to a beat like I beat in my left hand. Morning always seemed like a scene in the beach sand, warming as I clean my whole room and my nightstand. I want to get this whole like 12 bars, I want to get it in one breath. Walking down the street with ice cream in my right hand, talking to a beat like a beam in my left hand. Morning always seemed like a scene in the beach sand, warming as I clean my whole room and my nightstand. Talking as I speak about the things that I got planned, planning my whole week like a trip for a little ant. Well, my voice gave out at the end, but that actually sounded pretty good. This is what it sounds like. I think it doesn't sound bad, but it kind of sounds like I'm trying to be cool. But I think I might have to re-record the last part. Because when I said like a trip for a little ant, planning my whole week like a trip for a little ant. Yeah, I think that doesn't sound bad. I'll turn it down a bit. So now that I've got that recorded, so back to mixing. That's good. So now I placed the audio that I just recorded into the beginning. Walking down the street with ice cream in my right hand. I have to restart my computer because my computer isn't that good of a computer, or I just don't shut it down enough, so I'm restarting it now. So I might as well practice some guitar. I've been learning these chords for Siegfried by Frank Ocean, but I find it hard to like switch the chords quickly enough. And at times I get weird noises like this. Like that when I don't press down hard enough. Yeah. Piece by piece, getting better step by step. But I feel like the guitar and piano is definitely something that I want to build into my music and learn as instruments. So I just want to play a bit like every day or every couple of days until I start to get the hang of it. So now let's see if I can mix this. Walking down the street with ice cream in my right hand, talking to her beat like a beam in my left hand. Morning always seemed like a scene in the beach sand, warming as I clean my whole room and my nightstand. stand, talking as I speak about the things that I got planned. Planning my whole week like a trip for a little ant. There's some beaming through the window, light awaken me. Cover my head with a pillow, like a wedding deep, 90. Play around with this song a bit, and I might record another verse. So I need to record a second verse. But I don't know what drums I should take. I have these drums right here. And then I have these drums. But I think they have like too much hi-hat in them. I want to have something that sounds like more live. So I also have these drums, which I think they sound like more live, but they don't have such a rhythm. So I'll do like a transition of the drums. So I'll go from one of the drum breaks to the second one while I'm doing my little speaking thing.
3 months of working on this album. I was walking down the street one day with the lemonade in my hand, and I kind of felt like,
Yeah, I might keep that. So I've been working on this drum loop a little bit. I'll solo this real quick. I like it because it sounds like super live, but it doesn't like really have a rhythm. It feels like too chopped up. I think I have to fill in some gaps. Instead of having like the fast part, this right here, like every 2 bars, how it is now, I only want to have it at like the end of a 4-bar loop. I'll have this as a loop. And then what I'll do is I'll add this last part at the end of the 4-bar loop. Yeah, that sounds good. And now with the music together. No, it's not really that fitting. This is just like I might delete all of this, but no, I kind of want to use both because on this track there's like a lot of nice drums. For example, there's also these drums in the beginning, which are like super like, I don't know, they feel like super analog. It's a sample that I got. And then I could go over to something like this, which I have to work on a little bit more. Which is like a little more slow boom bap, and then I go over to this in the end or in the middle. It kind of reminds me of a song by Kanye West. So, been working on this beat a little off camera because I had to charge the camera. But what I did is I kind of like made 2 sections of the song. So I'll start with, that's the idea for now, that I'm starting with this. With these drums. And then after my verse ends, I do a little vocal thing between, or just a little speaking thing, and then the beat switches a bit where the pitch goes up from the melody pitch goes up, and the drums also switch.
So after 3 months of working on this album, I was walking down the street one day with the lemonade in my hand, and I kind of felt like,
So I made these drums, and what I also did is I added a EQ filter to take down some of the high-pitched sounds which I thought were like too aggressive. So this is without the EQ filter, and this is with. It's like a little more mellow, but still sounds pretty live. And then I added this little like drum break or whatever it's called, drum roll at the end, which I'll see how that works out with rapping on it, but that's a problem for future me. So now I have to write a verse to this. So I have to finish like the second verse on this song that I've been working on for like 2 or 3 days. And then I also want to have that recorded today. Even though I've already said that 3 days ago, it's gonna get done today. So bidobi. I finished my verse. I don't know if it's my full verse, but it's what I've got for now. So I'll just record that so I like have it down so I don't have to think about it anymore and don't adjust it 3 more times. Plant a seed and then see what grow, becomes a tree cause it grow below. Give it feed and then it'll grow, the pot it's in cause the roots have grown. Blind my eyes as I walk through the hot sand and fight the flies as I'm trying to get a yacht tan. As I lie with the mountains in the background in the light. And plant a seed and then see what grow, becomes a tree cause it grow below. Give it feed and then it outgrow, the pot it's in cause the roots have grown. I'm not. So I kind of finished my song yesterday. I like mixed around the verses a little bit, so I kind of made a hook. And now I'm gonna go through like, I've probably made like 25 instrumentals since I started making music a month ago or whatever. And I'm just gonna go through all those again to see if there's like some that sound good and I would want to write something to next, because now I'm in the stage where I wanna write stuff. I'm probably still gonna have to produce new stuff, but I think a lot of the instrumentals and beats I'm gonna use on the album are already gonna be made. So there's a lot of like not so good stuff on here. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, terrible stuff. So I actually found a beat that I made that I like. And it's just like a little chopped up sample. I took the drums out because the drums sounded terrible. I don't know what I did with the drums, but I can replace those. But the sample itself and stuff actually sounds pretty good, so I want to keep that and actually make something out of it. So this is just a sample. And then I added like a distorted. And I already have like 3 parts of this instrumental. Then it goes over to like where there's also guitar riff. And then there's also like a calmer part, which I don't know, it just feels like I'm waking up at dusk or something. I don't know, it just slows down everything. And I think I'm gonna work on this for a bit. Like definitely replace the drums, chop up some drums, and maybe add like a shaker to this part here. Yeah, I'll see. So I found a drum break that I like, but I don't know, I just like the little singular drum hits. So I worked on the drums a bit, and I found another drum thing because I didn't like the other one that much, which I first had like at a normal speed, like this. But then I actually sped it up, and I think it sounds pretty cool. And it fits really well with the beat, I think. So I want to have like, on the song, I think I want to have like 3 sections. One is like a slower drums on this thing, which I still have to add the drums. Wait. And then it goes to faster drums. Those are the faster drums I just showed. And then after like the fast and energetic drums, whatever, it like goes to like a bridge or vocal section. Which is like more calm. But yeah, I don't know if I'll keep this, but I'll write something to this now, to this drum section. Challenge myself a bit and see if I can get anything that actually sounds good. So right now I'm heading to a friend's house who actually has a little home studio and also does music. Definitely better than me, so I'm super excited to see what I can learn from him. Maybe he can help me with my vocal mixes, and yeah, I'll just see what I can learn and what I can get better at. Ich finde, der Drum hat so die hure geile Teile, so das
For real, man. For real,
und wegen dem, wenn ich das nämlich so, weißt, nochmal dort. Und dann noch ein paar Vocals im Hintergrund.
Oh, es Vibe.
Also.
So auch rein the feeling. Es ist so Sommer 30 Grad.
Ja,
Feeling.
das ist eben so das Zeug, das ich gerne habe, weißt du,
Ja,
so luxuriös.
Ja, richtig geil. Kommt schon. Hast du schon mal gemastert?
Nein.
Gemastert?
Mixing, ich bin mich so am Befassen damit und so, dass man muss schauen, aber ich mache auch von Ohr so, das stört mich, lass mich probieren flicken.
Perfekt,
Aber,
machst du genau richtig.
und dann tut man so
Es ist
Töne
mehr
das anpassen.
Feels, ja.
Okay.
Soll er smooth tönen oder soll er voll brachial, soll er hart tönen, weißt du?
Mhm.
Soll er Snares, soll er voll slappen?
Ja, genau.
Oder soll er mehr den machen, oder?
Okay.
Um das geht's. Also, was mir aufgefallen ist,
Ja.
schon als ich es gehört habe, es ist der Vibe vom Beat ist viel fröhlicher, wie das du rappst.
Ja, ich habe das Gefühl, ich töne gelangweilt oder so.
Richtig.
Ja. Und dann ist das wirklich, das ist nicht das Mic, das ist einfach ich, der mehr betonen muss.
Ja, unbedingt.
Gut.
Lie awaken me, cover my head with a pillow, like a wedding bee. Not to make another intro, I stay waiting 3.
Es float.
Like
Ja.
some seagulls, I try to see. What?
Es float. Es ist nur der. Eben, es hat. Du könntest es auch auf etwas anderes gesplittet haben. Oder?
Genau, es hat gar keine Emotion dahinter, es ist einfach
Genau.
jemand, der redet.
Ja, richtig, ja.
Mhm.
Und das willst du eigentlich es nicht.
Genau.
Du willst immer der Beat, also das Instrumental, gibt immer vor, was für ein Vibe das es ist.
Ja, okay.
Oder?
Ja,
Ja,
genau,
genau.
okay.
Den willst du mal auf 50 tun,
Mhm.
weil du willst keine Frequenz in deiner Stimme unter 50. Weil unter 50 kommt der Sub rein und nichts anderes.
Okay, und den wird man nie.
Du willst nie den Sub Madier machen.
Okay.
Schnell switchen.
Blind my eyes as I walk through the hot sand and fight the flies as I'm trying to get a yacht tan as I lie with the mountains in the background. Pass my time on the surface of this godland, running down a grassy hill as my feet plant, roll around the luscious yacht in my backhand, itching now. Ich habe versucht, Werk zu überschaffen, aber kann man den letzten Teil schneiden. Ich habe das Gefühl, ich bin ein bisschen offbeat gegangen bei Background oder Yacht tan,
Ja.
aber
Ja, wir können sonst... Willst du nur mal einen machen?
ja.
Okay, nur mal einen Take. Machen wir ein paar Takes und...
Blind my eyes as I walk through the hot sand and fight the flies as I'm trying to get a yacht tan as I lie with the mountains in the back. So I'm just heading home now. Learned a bunch of new things and he was also able to send me some plugins that he has, which is super cool, and we're also able to look at my vocal mixing and stuff and get some tips on recording. And yeah, my camera lost storage space like maybe an hour into it, so I wasn't able to record everything, but was able to get a bunch of advice, go through some songs, and yeah, just learn a bunch, and also got some plugins that he could send me, so super grateful for that help.